Yeah. It's not a rerun. It's Arsenal. And we're back. It's the reaction show. Let's go! Wow. Well, guys. Sheesh. Listen, for this reaction show, I want to bring through my boys. Partner Arms. Listen, we don't hide here. Wait till you see. There's no hiding space, man. Yes, come out wherever you are. It's the reaction show, and boy, this team, it's Groundhog Day, man. Welcome back, bitches. Listen,
Cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I replay it over and over again. And I can't take it.
I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't shake it. I can't take it, and I can't shake this team off me. They're with me for life, unfortunately. But it's over like, and over again.
I don't want to make the analogy, but it's like, you know, when you've got an abusive partner and you can't leave.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen when you go back, but you can't leave.
We got that Stockholm syndrome.
Real talk.
Listen, the only silver lining to this dark cloud is that I heard the Brentford chant. Did you hear the Brentford chant?
What did they say?
You're only a shit Tottenham Hotspur.
Ah, shit.
You're just a shit Tottenham Hotspur.
Freaking hell.
All right, listen. Let's get into the game. Seriously, all purposes. Listen, shocking result, 2-0 away to Brentford. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Brentford actually played well. Listen, our manager got outclassed tactically today. Brentford knew their jobs. Must have watched video after video. Watched our players, knew what we was going to be up against. What they were going to be up against, and they set up accordingly. Did their homework, pressed, knew that Leno, and it highlighted big time how uncomfortable Leno and Chambers is on the ball. Because listen, as early, I think it was the second minute, Leno played the ball to Mari, and straight away was under pressure. Mari had a go at Leno for that, and I'm not sure if you caught it, but
he decided to be missing for the rest of the game after he had a go at Leno, basically.
Well, listen, but the thing is, though, it's a problem. I'm pretty sure I don't know if we are after a keeper. The keeper actually, who was on the opposite side, we was after him this time last year.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he looked decent. Pink looked comfortable on the ball.
Commanding.
Great save from Pepe, to be fair, as well. Got down. I tell you, for me, I thought that was a goal all day. But did really well. I'm going to come to you, Mr. Nigerian Englishman.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Cool. Let's go. Let's get it over with. I mean,
we lost this game before the game, and people will think, you're saying because we don't have Laka and Aubameyang. Look, let me tell you how mad our team are. Yeah, we are our squad, our owners, our manager. We get brain touch, and the reason why I say that is because look, we've been linked with 0 right backs all summer, and I know Gums has spotted this too. On the bench, we had Bellerin, Cedric, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But when we needed to replace our right back, who did we replace?
He was on the left back.
Tell me. And then this is the same squad that's been linked with no right backs all summer. Just let my guy go for 12.5 mil to Inter, the best right back in the Euros. But yet, he doesn't rate any of our right backs at our club, and we don't have problems. Come on.
Cedric, Bellerin, and Maitland-Niles must have looked at each other like,
what? Are we just not here? Not one. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Not one, not 2, 3 right backs. Come on, bro. Like,
listen, this makes you think And I'm gonna a quick question, a yes or no from both of you, really, because right now I would say we're odds on to finish up with 0 points after 3 games. I would say this is odds on.
We are. We'll finish with 0 points.
Will Arteta be in charge come Boxing Day? Gumza?
At this rate, nope. I'll be honest.
Can you see any green shoots of what he's trying to do, what he's trying to implement? And even more so, listen, I'm not gonna have a go at Balogun and certain other players, but you've got your season pros there. But it's like bringing on a left back, as you just highlighted there, when you've got 3 right backs on the bench, that doesn't make any sense. And you have to kind of wonder what is going on.
I'm lost for words. I'll be honest, you see me just shaking my head and nodding. I don't even know what to say. Like, when I see the right backs, I thought he must have thought Southgate had a good summer having 4 right backs, so I'm going to follow his footsteps. And then he thought, oh yeah, he played Trippier left back. He's trying Nuno at right back. So I'm just like lost. I'm really as I said, after the Chelsea game, my whole mood changed, and it was like, actually, we haven't moved forward. And I came on and said that I'd go with a friend. I was very concerned after that game, and yeah, I can safely say like it's going to be more of the same unless I'm not going to say Arteta's out the water or Edu, but I think there isn't the money there, like they promised us, because that's why we're dilly-dallying. And actually, I think Kroenke needs to just say, do you know what, take the money. You know what their club's like. They've probably got their money set for the next 3 years. I think he needs to give it to them now, let them spend it, and then if you means you've got hardly any budget next year, but whatever you sell, you then make your you then use that to spend on players.
So sorry to cut you there, but do you actually trust this team in place, i.e. Edu and Arteta, to make the right choices in the transfer market when he's bringing on a left back for when he's got 3 right backs sitting in?
I'm more confident in Edu. But my issue is, if you knew you didn't have the money, why blaze 50 on Ben White? That's my big issue now.
Thank you. So like, nothing makes sense.
And it's nothing against Ben White, and he hopefully turns into be a really good player for Arsenal. Nothing against him at all. But if you haven't got the resources there, Holding, would he have done anything worse than what we saw from Ben White today? Probably not. And the big issues in our team is the midfield. I've been saying it and screaming it for months and years.
I just need to clear up something in the comments real quick. If you lot decided to come to the show late, that's your business. My tune was ringing at the start of the show. I'd not run out of
you know what? You know what? Let's give these guys some airtime. Let's give you guys some airtime. Because you know what? Here we go. Adam, I'm not sure if he's still here. Oh boy, I can't wait for this here. We can't either. And there he is. Look, Barbados MUFC. He's here, man. He's here. We're all here. We're all here.
To hide, bro.
Again, oi. We got here, but we're here, man. Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. Listen, all I can say is, Mr. B, very good evening to you. You still got to play tomorrow, yeah? That's all I'm saying. Was it Sunday? I'm not sure. On Monday, got to the point to when White was hiding. He didn't want the ball. I don't know. I thought he was decent, to be fair.
Nah, he had a bad game, but I'm not gonna.
I think Mari was worse. Mari was worse, and that's 2 in the trot for me for Mari.
Yeah.
And obviously Monday, good shout regarding bringing on the NF back. Obviously, Nigerian Englishman. It's true. Here, those RBs right backs on the bench must be well out of favour. Listen, they all must be looking at each other and say, well, apart from Bellerin, who wants to leave, must be thinking,
you've got to go.
What the hell do I have to do? Last one for now. Mr. K, hi guys, not a good start. What went wrong? Well, we know what went wrong. Number one, I think we're very, very weak in midfield, and I think we need to. I would personally like to start to see actual 3 in midfield with probably someone. I'm not. I can't even say drop from over because he was probably our bright spot.
He was our best player. Yeah, he was with
him and Tierney were our two best players on the pitch.
Yeah, him and Tierney were
the thing
good
is, though,
today.
we need two players that can actually drive with the ball and cause something different, but also be strong in defense as well.
I was just on a stream before this, and we were talking about how we always get the cheaper version. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, no disrespect to this player, and you lot might think this is harsh. No disrespect to Lokonga.
Yeah,
but we should have just gone and got Basuma if we were just gonna buy one of them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, unless we're gonna buy Basuma as well now on top, it doesn't make sense. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, he's thrown in the deep end, and he had a decent game. I probably would have given him a 6.5 overall. He had a decent game, but I can see why we were buying him as one for the future because he played it very safe all game. Don't get me wrong, and that was good, but he played it really, really safe.
Fair, it's difficult because, as you said, two players got their debut today, Balogun and
I don't want to be harsh on any of them.
And it's tough. I mean, listen, we haven't had the best preparation, and I think preparation is key. If you don't prepare well, you prepare to fail, basically, and that's what I think we did. Really, obviously, you had Saka come out, Martinelli and Saka not in the best shape to play. I'm not sure what's going on, and I think there might be something deeper in the whole Lacazette and Aubameyang thing. Me personally,
but what could it be? What could it be though?
What? How can those two, just those two, out of be ill?
They both had links yesterday and caught COVID on each other, innit? two links said, quick one before the season starts. What? You got a friend? Oh yeah, I'll bring Laka, no problem. And then then it was a wrap.
Listen, I don't know what's going on there, but I actually think if they get an offer for either of those two, one of them's gone.
It's not either of those two. No one's bidding for Abba, unfortunately, because of his wages.
Yeah, their wages are too high.
Yeah.
But if we don't make 4 signings before the next time we step on the football pitch, we are finished. As in terms of we're finishing 8th again this season. Because I don't know why we keep recycling nonsense. Like the Xhaka thing, I don't mind him being a squad player at best, but he can't be our mainstay. Like, because he's still doing the same things he's always doing.
I've actually come to the conclusion now. The players aren't that bad, right? They're not that bad because we actually dominated the game, and I say possession-wise, right? I'm not going to say we was comfortable, whatever, but possession-wise we had. And there were some passages of play where we looked really good. I just think the manager is just out of his depth, in my opinion.
100%.
I'm going to challenge that. Please challenge me because right now I just do not see what he's trying to implement. Please.
No, I just feel we haven't got players that can execute.
Execute what? What's he trying to do?
I just think like a few times you see it happen. Like, we go back to the Tierney and Pepe opportunity. Like he's trying to play for that, and we just don't see that. Let me take this one, please. Like, I'm not saying he's amazing and brilliant, but I see some things I think you can see what he's trying to get. And I said I just feel the players don't take the risk. We're just safe. Like there was one time.
Why didn't we press? Why didn't we press them?
And this is what my thing is. I've always said, don't get me wrong, Xhaka's not bad when he's facing forward. Xhaka back to goal's not a nightmare. And then also, he's not. And this is what I'll go back to. If you remember when Emery come in, Emery started to implement a high press. Yep. Within a few months, he went and sat back on the edge of his box and defended deep, and we just try and counter. Arteta come in and tried to high press. Within a few months, he's gone back the same way Emery does. So there's a problem there why they don't press, because both managers we've had have tried to high press to start with. And within a few weeks or months, they realise, actually, we can't do it with these lot. And I think that's
all it takes.
I got this. Don't worry. I got this.
Go ahead.
Look, let me, and I want to hear what you're saying, Gums. I want to so badly, bro.
I'm not saying Arteta's not to blame either. Don't get me wrong.
But here's my issue with that. Yeah, is that he's been at our club for over 18 months. Yeah, in that whole time, he's not figured out the best way to play his star striker. That is embarrassing, right? We clearly, just like you said, we clearly don't have the personnel to execute his style of football. So then you can't play that style of football. You change.
Yeah. Or you got to change the players. For me, you got to change the players.
Either give him the players he needs to do the system, or change the system. Those are the only options. But yet he's still trying to play out the back with Leno, who can't do it. The defenders can't do it. But I just
teams see that. Because straight away he gets the ball and then they press.
And this is what I was saying to you the other day. When it's easy to press this. It's easy. And that's what I was saying. Me and Gunnar was going. I said, you need a keeper who can clip things in there and say, yeah, keep pressing me. I'm going to go over the top of you, bypass your press, and we're on the front foot. And we can't get on the front foot. Like, it's just stale. Like, it's horrible to watch. I'll be real honest. It's horrible. Like, I can't do another season like this. I'll be honest.
I won't lie.
You might get my resignation soon because I can't do it. Like, it's bad.
I knew it was over when I saw there's 2 violations I saw today. The first one was when I knew it was over. The first one is when I'm just looking at the players here and I'm scrolling through the team sheet. I see a little C in brackets next to some player. I see. Next to Granit Xhaka, I don't care if he's the most senior guy in the squad. I don't give a damn. That guy needs to stay the furthest away from that captain's arm. I knew it was a wrap from there. That's number 1. Number 2, check the violation, bro. Brentford were olaying us in the first half.
Oh, did you hear that, fam? I took my volume off. I was so mad.
Bro.
First half, you know.
Not even like last few minutes. First half. 1-0 up.
Yeah.
They're laughing, bro. They're laughing.
It's done. It's done.
4 players before our next game or we're done, guys. That's me, bro.
Look at this. I don't normally give Mike Hotspur Hustler any airtime, but you know what? Here we go, Mike. Just for you, yeah. 100% Arteta is out of his depth. He hasn't got a strategy, no philosophy. Press his pony. Yep, he tries to play possession-based football, but there's no. And do you know what, Mike? I'm gonna embarrass myself live on stream. I agree with you 100%. It's embarrassing, and it's wow. That's all I can say is wow. I cannot. I would love to know our strategy because what we look to, what our strengths are. Do we play to our strengths? Because the only thing I see that may happen is if we somehow get down the left and Tierney does.
That's all we got.
That is it.
And it's been like that for about 3 years, to be fair.
I saw what the Brentford guy was doing. He was keeping himself onto the bar line, so to the touchline, knowing that Tierney, no matter what, is going to try go outside him. So he just kept Tierney coming inside, nullified, boom, done. And it was so easy. It was so easy, and that comes from a manager knowing how another team plays and knowing the strengths of his team and being tactically aware. Now, I'm not sure what Arteta's doing on that pitch or his backroom staff or whatever, but it's not working, mate. It's not working.
Like, he's even trying to ruin our brightest prospect, Martinelli. Like, I heard some craziness in the comments, like on Instagram, on Twitter and stuff. Like, Martinelli needs to be protected at all. Like, if he doesn't play well, it's not him. Like, he shouldn't even be starting this game. We all know that he shouldn't have been starting this game.
No, he's just come back.
To be fair, he'd be more match fit than Saka though, because he's been out of tournament where Saka's been on holiday. So he will actually be match fit. So that's why you've seen a lot of those guys come for the Olympics to come straight back in because they had their break before the Olympics. So they will be up to some sort of speed where Saka wouldn't be. But as I said, I can't put any blame on any of our front players. So when I defend Nketiah, it's for this reason. It's
Balogun to mention Eddie, bro. Anyone
because I know you're a guy that's to go at Eddie, but what I keep saying to everybody is, show me a striker in Arsenal's team who's actually thriving, and I'll then admit Nketiah is struggling, or he's not right for Arsenal, or he's not a good player.
But how do you make a world-class striker a regular striker?
Yeah, as I said, Balogun didn't get no service really today. We've seen Nketiah get no service. Lacazette doesn't get none unless he comes and plays like a defensive midfielder. Abba don't get no service. So I can't, do you know what I mean? Martinelli again, nothing. I can't go mad at anyone that plays in them front areas. I can't even be really mad at because we're so bad. We don't get the ball there, and this is why I'd be crying out for that midfielder.
We need another midfielder in there alongside Partey who's creative. I don't know, but we need someone in there who can do both, who can tackle and who can play. Maybe that's Owa who can do that, and I think that's something that maybe he can do because he is he is that kind of player. I just want to get through a couple of comments and then we're gonna wrap this up. To be honest, so let's see. Here we go, Mr. K. Shouldn't a good manager be able to handle whichever squad he has? That's his. Yeah, no. Listen, but Arteta,
we don't have one.
Is not a good manager. I bet you any money someone like Tuchel or Klopp or whoever will be able to get a better tune out of these players than Arteta. That's my opinion. I strongly and now starting to sway to that. Come to that decision that Arteta is not the man, and he's just literally a yes man, a puppet basically who's been put in place to do a job for the Cronkies. It's Mike again. How you doing? Your transition from midfield to the strikers is poor. The strikers have no. Do you know what the thing is though? It's like I wouldn't say the strikers don't have no end product. The fact is that they're starved. They're actually, and when they do get it, they try and do something worldy because they're starved, because they don't know when another chance is going to come again.
But Pepe, though, man, Pepe needs to do more. Games like this are supposed to be for Pepe. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
Yeah, but how much can you do? No, but the thing is, though, like, how much can you do when he's being doubled up? Something.
Do as much as ESR was doing, at least. Do that. Do you know what I'm saying? At least at the end of the game, I can say, okay, Pepe at least tried to make things happen. He didn't make nothing happen today, though. Sorry.
No. Just Mark again. Brentford plays deeper, so your forwards couldn't get behind. You had no plan B when this was. Yeah, it's true. I mean, and that's the problem with us. As I said, we don't have a plan B. Maybe the plan A and the plan B is just get ball Tierney, see if he can get down the side. If he can't, then it might be Smith Rowe. Might try and do something. Last one from Mr. K. They haven't got a creative spark in midfield working. No, we haven't got a creative spark. Full stop.
Certain people say all we need is ESR and we're good. Yeah.
But
he was a bright spot, but we need so much.
We need more. We need
so much more.
We definitely need a CM and an AM before the window's over. We're done.
Do you know the funny thing? I know one player who used to get so much abuse at Arsenal. And I'll be real, since he's left, our football's gone to pot. And don't get me wrong, his end product wasn't great, but he was vital to how he used to get us on the front foot. And I watch it now, and he struggles so much.
I know who he's talking about.
Who?
Niger boy, Abby.
Yeah. Alex, boy, I'm telling you, Alex used to start so many attacks for us. And we didn't appreciate him. Yes, his end product wasn't as good as Pepe. Yeah.
He used to drive at least and try
he used to open up and he used to create space. Yeah. And since he's gone, no one could tell me we've looked better from losing Iwobi all them years ago. No one could tell me we've looked better. We've gone seriously downhill since he's gone. Again, sometimes just that person who would just take the ball and transition it, get you going forward.
I get what you're saying. We don't have a player that can drive at a man.
Nobody. No one
does get into great spaces, but he's not always going to try to dribble a man and come forward.
And even that, sometimes it can only happen with Smith Rowe and Saka when they get the ball in the right area to go. So, for instance, Iwobi was a man who would say, I'll pin my right back, get it into me, I'll turn him and go. So it took pressure off. Like I'm watching Saka and Smith Rowe, they do it when they're facing forward and got the space to go, and then they get at you. But actually, someone who could take the ball under pressure, hold their man off, spin, and say, right, now we're going forward. Alexis was another one who would do it. We get it into him, he'd turn on a sixpence and go. And
that was how Smith Rowe even created his chance today on the turn. Like when
it's just those little things that make a difference. Like you need someone to unsettle and just offset the opposition a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're lacking so many. Yeah, we're very keep the ball, but no one does anything to get through that.
There was a couple of little things that when Saka came on, nice touches and stuff, but listen, it's too few and far between, and you just don't know where the goal is going to come from.
I can't see the scoring.
No,
I couldn't see the scoring at all. And
that's worrying.
Like you said, it's Tierney the only. seeing he's then when I look at it and say, actually, he's a good player who could probably get into anyone else's team.
Yep. And
only one.
Right. So obviously our upcoming games, we've got Chelsea next, at home, with Lukaku probably going to make his debut in that game.
Yeah.
Woo, rotted. Doesn't get any easier. Look, listen, we need to dust ourselves off and go back to the drawing board. Let's just hope that this week is a good week for transfers and something is actually done. I'm not optimistic about what's going to happen, but look, listen, all we can do is just where's that little that meme what you had, Mr. Nigerian Englishman, with the
kit,
inhaler, the Bible, and that was it, the resuscitator,
and a Bible, resuscitator, and
Panadol.
some painkillers. Yeah,
painkillers. Listen, man, we've all got them ready at our that's our survival kit right now.
Yeah.
I just want to pick this up just quickly, just round up for you guys. Guys, were there any positives?
Smith Rowe, Tierney got through 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And Lokonga looks like a prospect for the future.
Yeah. Nuno looks all right when he come on as well.
Yeah.
Was something a bit different, wasn't he? He was trying to go at people.
He was the only one who I saw actually bullied Tony.
What a game he had as well.
He caused us trouble. Both centre backs trouble.
Yeah, those two at the front.
All I saw all day was our centre backs going, look, he's just elbowed me, or whatever. Then I'm like, just get on with it, man. Put your elbows out as well. Do you know what I mean? Just, they both got bullied. But look, listen, maybe put in a £40 million bid for him. I don't know. Could do worse right now, innit?
We're too late, man. We're too late. We should
wow. Guys, I want to thank you because it was hard work doing this.
Friday night, the last thing I wanted to do.
Of course. Let's go and get some TLC from somewhere, eh?
Yeah.
I'm going to call Laka and Abba now.
Say, where are the links?
Probably smoking cheese somewhere or whatever, boy. You know them, man, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Guys, I want to thank you. And look, listen, 2-0 against Brentford. Can only get better, right?